There's a moment most of us experience in adulthood, the moment when we realize money feels a lot more complicated than it should. You work, you earn, you spend, you try to save, and yet something still feels missing. It's almost like there's a set of unwritten rules everyone else seems to know, except no one ever actually taught them to you. And that can make money feel frustrating, confusing, or even a little intimidating. Hi, I'm Mike. I break down money topics in a calm, practical way so you can make better financial decisions without pressure or hype. If that sounds helpful, take a second to like this video and subscribe for more steady, clear guidance. What we're talking about today is something I wish all of us learned much earlier. The harsh truth about money that school never taught you. Not to scare you, but to finally give you the clarity you deserve. Why this financial problem happens. Most of us grew up believing that money works the same way as regular school subjects. You study, you memorize, you follow instructions, and things turn out okay. But money doesn't work like math class. It's not a checklist. It's not a chapter you can memorize before a test. Money is a skill, a lifelong one, shaped by habits, behavior, emotions, and environment. And the reason many adults struggle is simple: we never learned money as an actual skill. We learned fragments, how to calculate interest, maybe how to write a check, but not how to build a life where money supports us instead of stressing us out. School didn't teach us how to build an emergency fund. School didn't teach us how to avoid lifestyle inflation. School didn't teach us how to manage debt without shame. School didn't teach us how to invest in a calm, confident way. And so we enter adulthood learning by guessing, or by copying what our parents did, or by reacting to problems as they come up. None of this is our fault, but it does shape our financial lives until we decide to learn the real rules. The harsh truth is this: you can earn a good income and still struggle with money if the habits behind the income are weak. But the good news is the opposite is also true. You can build strong financial habits and completely change your life, even without a big income. Step-by-step financial guidance. Let's walk through the core skills school never taught us, but every adult needs. First, understand where your money actually goes. Most people track their spending only when things feel tight, but awareness isn't something you use only in emergencies. It's a foundation. Knowing where your money flows gives you control without restriction. Second, build a buffer between you and stress. No school taught us this, but your emergency fund is your first layer of real financial safety. It's not about the amount. It's about the stability it gives you. Even a small buffer turns financial chaos into a manageable inconvenience. Third, separate the money you live on from the money you're building. Income helps you survive. Systems help you grow. When you automate savings or investments, even small ones, you create forward momentum that doesn't depend on willpower. Fourth, understand the cost of time. Time can grow money in extraordinary ways, but only if you give it enough years to work. The earlier you start, even with small amounts, the easier everything becomes later. Fifth, keep lifestyle inflation in check. As income rises, your life naturally expands. Nicer meals, more conveniences, better gadgets. None of this is wrong, but if lifestyle rises faster than your savings, you end up earning more without feeling more secure. Sixth, build financial habits, not financial perfection. You don't need flawless discipline. You don't need to save every rupee or dollar. You just need consistent habits that slowly tilt your life in the right direction. And finally, seventh, think about money as a tool, not an identity. Money supports your life. It shouldn't define your worth. Real life example. Let me give you a simple example using Saver Mike. Saver Mike is excellent at holding on to money. He avoids unnecessary spending, keeps his expenses low, and takes comfort in watching his balance grow. But Saver Mike has one very real challenge. He avoids investing because he fears loss. He keeps everything in cash because it feels safe. What school never taught Saver Mike is that fear can cost more than risk. A savings account protects your money today, but investing protects your money's future. Saver Mike's caution is understandable, but over time, inflation quietly eats away at his hard-earned savings. Not dramatically, not suddenly, but slowly, like water wearing down stone. When Saver Mike finally learns that investing doesn't have to be complicated, that it can be steady, simple, and long-term, he realizes something important. Safety isn't just about avoiding loss. Safety is about building growth that outpaces time. His situation isn't about greed or chasing big wins. It's about shifting from protecting money to helping it grow. Common mistakes. Now let's talk about the mistakes people make when trying to fix their money issues. Gently, without judgment. Mistake 1. Thinking income alone will solve everything. Income helps, absolutely. But higher income without better habits often leads to the exact same stress, just with nicer things. Mistake 2. Trying to change everything at once. Sudden, extreme budgeting feels good for a week and then collapses. Sustainable financial progress is slow, calm, and steady. Mistake 3. Believing that investing is only for experts. This belief stops so many people, Saver Mike included, from building wealth early. In reality, simple, long-term investing is easier than most people think. Mistake 4. Avoiding money conversations because they feel uncomfortable. Avoidance doesn't protect you. Awareness does. Mistake 5. Comparing your financial timeline to everyone else's. No one starts life with the same advantages or challenges. You are not behind, you are simply on your own timeline. Simple action plan. Here's a calm, straightforward plan you can start using today. Step 1. Track the next 30 days of your spending. Not to judge yourself, just to see the truth. Step 2. Build a tiny emergency buffer. Even 1 week of expenses is progress. Step 3. Automate one financial habit. A small transfer into savings or investments is enough to begin the shift. Step 4. Choose one lifestyle upgrade to delay for 30 days. This slows lifestyle inflation without making you feel deprived. Step 5. Learn one investing principle every week. Slow knowledge builds strong confidence. Step 6. Create a simple monthly money check-in. 10 minutes. Calm, honest, no guilt. These small steps can reshape your financial life without overwhelming you. Long-term mindset shift. The biggest shift you can make is understanding that money growth is not a moment, it's a direction. You don't need perfect discipline. You don't need a higher income right away. You don't need to become an expert overnight. What you need is a mindset that treats money like a companion on your journey, not a constant source of stress. When you see money as a tool, something that responds to your habits, not your emotions, everything becomes lighter. You start valuing progress over perfection. You start thinking long-term instead of reacting to every short-term problem. You start making decisions based on stability, not pressure. This is the mindset school never taught, but adulthood rewards. Calm closing insight. Money doesn't get easier because you work harder. It gets easier because you learn how it actually works. Once you understand the habits, the structure, and the long-term thinking behind healthy finances, life feels less chaotic. You feel more grounded, more capable, and more in control. If this video was helpful and answered your questions, take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this.